laying down on the carpet here, and then the other person, the masseuse or masseur, will be using their feet to massage the receiver. So we'll have kind of like giver and receiver. The giver will be the masseur, and the receiver will be, well, the receiver. So if you could pair up with somebody and take off your shoes and come around here and form a circle with me.
What was that?
Said there's not too many people's feet I trust.
If you'd like to smell the feet of the person that's going to be stepping on you, go ahead. Make sure you get together with the right feet. You know, it's important.
I tend to go for a nutty kind of smell. That's
peanut butter.
yeah, chocolate.
I like
Gummy bears with bones.
Yeah.
my favorite. I would stay away from cheesy.
I think mine are cheesy.
Okay, Seneca's a cheesy, but if you like that type of thing. So let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. So you have your partner. So what we'll do is, it's kind of like the hokey pokey. We'll put 1 foot at a T and 1 foot out front like this. So you got a little space between your feet. So make sure your 1 foot is at a T. So if you would put the feet together, they look like this. Like you're a ballerina, you know? Baryshnikov for boys and prima ballerina for girls. Okay, so now we'll take about 2 to 2.5 feet distance between. Right? Just feeling a comfortable stance. Bending our knees a little bit. And now we'll bend this knee and we'll take our weight all the way back. And then all we'll do is we'll shift our weight onto our front foot. So this is pretty much it. This is how we're going to be working on a person's body without using any muscle mass. We're just using gravity and the shifting of our weight. Is it possible to turn the music down? Thank you.
Love.
Thank you. So I apologize. I don't like to be screaming and trying to get over the music. So anyway, so try to put your legs a little further apart. Now you don't have to keep your foot at exactly at a T. Just make sure you're comfortable. Just feel what that's like, shifting your weight. So this will be your working foot, and your back foot will be your guiding foot. It'll be kind of your stabilizing foot, you know? So then bring your feet a little closer together and see how that feels, moving back and forth. Yeah. Less stable? Yeah, go ahead and make sure that your stance is nice and strong, you know? So if you need to move, because your legs are really long, so you can just move your foot a little bit forward, you know? Make sure you're feeling really nice and comfortable in your stance. Now as you're moving your weight onto your working foot, onto your front foot, you can move it onto different parts of your foot. You can try to move it onto your entire foot. So as you press forward, try to get as much of your sole to make contact with the floor. This will be the greatest surface area of pressure that you can apply, which will be covering a lot of space on the person's body. Now as you go forward, bring the pressure into the balls underneath your toes and feel the difference of that. You can almost notice how much weight is coming into your foot. You can even lift your heel up. This is much more specific pressure. And now as you come back and forward again, bring the weight into your heel, lifting your toes up. See how that feels. So the balls underneath the toes and the heel will be some really specific points. Obviously we can really put pressure on just the big ball of our toe. Coming in, lifting our heel up and bringing everything under that. So that's even more stronger pressure. It's like, you know, we're moving from, you know, touching somebody with the palm of our hand to touching somebody with the tip of our thumb and putting all our body weight into that area. So much stronger pressure. Now what you do have on the bottom of your foot is this arch. This will be your softest, most gentlest area of pressure. So now that you got that down, does everybody feel comfortable with that? Does anybody have any questions?
Do you only do one side, or that you're comfortable
No,
with, or do
you
switch?
you can switch your feet, and you'll notice that when we'll be working on different body parts, the arch of your foot is going to match up differently to different body parts. You can actually come in and lean on the edge of your foot, and that's also like a sharp, broad point that you can use for massage. So technically we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 areas of pressure. Side of our foot, heel, balls underneath our toes, just the ball underneath the big toe. We can even use the tip of the big toe, and then the arch of the foot. And then you'll see, you'll get to play around and see what feels good. So I'll need one volunteer. Would anybody like to volunteer? Oh, Paula.
Person out.
No, you're even, trust me. So Paula, go ahead and lay down on your back. On your back. So what we'll do is we'll come up to a partner and we'll kind of split the legs just a little bit. And we'll come and we'll face our partner as if we were about to talk to them. So as we face our partner, it's really easy. We take the foot that's closest to them and we lightly place it on their leg. Now to do this, we're not putting all our weight into them. We're supporting ourselves with our support foot. Now, but anytime you come in and you shift your weight, this is very important by the way, if anytime you come in and shift your weight and your partner goes, "Oh, that's too much," the fastest way to remove weight from your partner is just to bend your supporting foot, because that automatically brings your weight there. Yeah? So is this too much? Is this too much?
No.
Too much? See?
No.
Okay, I thought that might have been too much.
No.
Okay, so once again, we've got our T stance, and if you notice that her hip is wide here and goes smaller here, kind of like the shape of the foot, wide here and smaller here. So as you're working this fits perfectly. If I were to change my position, I'd be more massaging it with the edge of my foot, with this arch missing most of the body. So maybe sometimes you want to work with the edge, you know? It's like maybe something that they need. But for now, we'll just do this because you'll actually get to feel more of the body that you're working on. So what we'll do is we'll start, you can actually feel the hip bone with your foot a little bit. Remember, keeping your weight in your supporting foot. It's nice if you can stand on one leg really well. And we'll come down a little bit off the hip bone, on kind of like the area on the level of the groin, and we'll come in directly bringing our weight into the top of the quadricep. And what you'll do is you'll make one pass. Was that too much? Almost? So the thing is that because we're putting in direct pressure, the muscle has different tender points. We're actually covering different muscles as we move down the leg. So the receiver may feel different things as you move further down the muscle. So it's very important to know that if they start feeling pain and they say too much, you just bend your supporting foot, and that just puts all your weight back. Now, if you feel uncomfortable, reposition yourself, because this is just as important for you, the giver, to be comfortable as it is for the receiver. So the kneecap is right here. It's important to know where that is, because you don't want to push into the kneecap. You want to just be maybe like an inch away from it. You can, once you press here, you can kind of like scan. You can use your foot to scan, like hip bone, kneecap. So you know where it is. You don't have to be blind. You come about an inch away from the kneecap. you finish. And work slowly.